What's up, guys? Today I'm at the SmartScout offices. I have been getting some education on the new tools that they have out within the app and also doing some walkthroughs on specific tools with the team. And today I'm sitting down with Michael. And Michael, what tool are we going to be looking at today?
It's not a specific tool. It's rather a tool within a tool. So we're going to be looking at search terms within subcategories. So
Okay. Great. So, and we kind of talked about this a little bit. We're going to be looking at the category creatine, which is a category that's been blowing up over the last year and a half, and looking at some micro trends within the larger category,
yeah,
right?
one of the big differentiators in SmartScout itself as a whole is that we are a data analytics platform, but we are used a lot for market research, and so you can go from macro to micro. And so creatine is actually an amazing example because it's a category that's, what does it say there, like 50 million a
Yep, it's
year?
doing 54 million a year or 54 million in monthly
Monthly.
revenue. Yep.
Yeah, sorry, monthly. So it's insanely large,
Yep.
and most
500 brands almost.
yeah, it's crazy. So going into such a category, like your mind can be blown. Like, is it even possible to succeed in that category? And so you don't really know how to approach it. And that could be scary, or you could completely like not even think about going to that category. Well, by looking at search terms within the category, we can kind of help you see whether there is like what we just called it an emerging micro trend, which you could jump on and actually crush it within a category where there's so much demand already. So
Yep. And so I'm just going to hover over the magnifying glass next to creatine nutritional supplements, and then I'm going to click on search terms. And now we are looking at the search terms tab within the subcategory. So search terms that are related to this specific niche or browse tree on Amazon. And then, Michael, the filter that you like to use is going to prior year search volume and then putting a minimum of 500, correct?
So it's kind of relative to what we see there. But the idea is that you're trying to basically, so here we're seeing all the search terms that all the products within this and brands are showing up for. So you want to have a minimum. So you're looking at a time frame of a year, right? So it's not just like a crazy, just like a fluke trend. You're actually looking at like an emerging trend year over year. So in this case, if we put 500
Yep,
monthly
for a
searches
minimum
minimum.
from the previous year. And then we're going to sort this data by year over year change percent to see which search terms have grown the most in the last year. So at the top here, I don't even know how to pronounce that correctly. Zoyava collagen, that sounds like a brand. Bloom protein, that's also a brand. A couple other here that look like a brand, but the one that we wanted to highlight is this keyword woman's creatine gummies. So obviously those words are not a specific brand, but there's been 1,000% year over year percent change, showing that there has been that much of an increase for that specific
Yeah.
search term. So within the category of creatine, woman's creatine gummies is growing within the broader subcategory.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, filtering out the branded terms is important. So that's what we did. But to highlight, I think that filter that we use that we arranged by is again year over year percentage change. So you're looking for the biggest change with like a high, already a good amount of search volume year over year increase. And that's what jumped at us, the women's gummies. So if I were going to try to go into this category, that would be like that would be something I'd do more research into. Like, can we go in with women's gummies? Or even better, if I am working with a brand that is in the supplement space, that's in the creatine space. Hey, guys, hey, we need to get, if we don't have, creatine gummies for women, hey, we got to jump on that.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah. Great point. And I think this will work whether it's for a large brand or a smaller subcategory. If you're a brand or if you are working with a brand, keeping tabs on what the trends are in your niche is really important, because there could just be keyword data that you're missing out on. Sometimes, even if you're always running an auto campaign or a broad campaign, it might not always find those trends, or maybe it's launching a new product, or even sometimes a very similar product, but just with different branding to speak to a specific kind of customer. So yeah, this is really, really cool data that I wasn't aware of until, we got out here on this trip. So definitely we also have some research to do for our brand partners as well to see if there are any emerging trends that we can hopefully catch and ride that wave for growth.
Yeah, this has been a game changer for us. You know, you're not just starting with a seed keyword, like you typically would, and looking for trends that way. You're literally looking at the macro, and then filtering down to see those trends. So
Great. All right. Well, thanks, Michael, for talking through that with me. So, guys, that is the search terms tab within the subcategory tree. Great new tool to use, especially if you are a brand or working directly with a brand. Thanks again for watching this video. There will be a link in the description to try out SmartScout. And if you use code Ecom Unlimited or click that link, you will get 25% off your first 3 months using the tool. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.